This week in Python, we went over lists, which are mutable arrays pretty much. You can change the elements in there once it's created. Dictionaries, which is like an associative array, so it's key value pairs and comparing it to an actual list itself. And then just some other functions that we picked up that I'll kind of go over. So we're basically given this list in 5.1. And with these 6 values in here, and we have to find the mode, which is the most frequent number. We have to find the median, which is the number that's in the middle. We have to find the mean, which is just the average. So for the mode, I set up a dictionary, which is an associative array for this right here. So what I'm going to do is run through list and set up and add any numbers that appear more than once into the dictionary. So for each item in list, if the item is in list dictionary already, after it's been populated in, then we're going to add one. Then once we get our list dictionary figured out, whatever number has the most occurrences, we're going to find the max of that, and then we're going to return it as the key. So for the key in list dictionary, for each of the keys is each item in here. So for each key or item in list dictionary, if the key is equal to the max, then that's what we're wanting to return because that's our answer. That's what the mode is. Down in median, we're making a copy because we're going to need to sort through list, and we don't want to change our original one. So we want to make a copy of it, and then we're going to sort it numerically. We're going to find the length and just divide by 2. And then we're going to just return that. Yeah. Then we get down to mean, which is just the average. So the length of our list, if it's equal to 0, then we're going to return 0. Now the list sum is, I'm just going to keep adding up as I run through this, through this for loop. So for every item in list, I'm going to add that number to it. And at the end, I'm going to divide that total, or the sum, by the length of the list. And then we have to run our entry point. So I'll go ahead and run that. All right, and there we go. Now on to 5.7, and that was stats. Let's go to unique, and I'll go ahead and open up my example text. If it'll open. All right. So this is what the assignment gave us to work with. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. So notice how this first "the" is capitalized because we have 2 "these." Part of the assignment was that capital letters, or words that start with a capital letter, take precedence over lowercase. So if we're gonna end up organize a string by alphabetical order, then this will be at the top because it's the only capital number. So that'll be one thing to test later on. So basically, we're getting input from the user. The user is going to put in the file name. So that's going to be example.txt. The program is going to read the file or open the file, and so that's my read file command, pulling the information and deleting it out into text string, and then text string. On this sheet right here, I'm just splitting the string out by word into array. I'm also replacing any periods. If I were to change that in the example text, if I were to have full sentences, I'm replacing that with a space because that's how it splits. That was recommended to me by another student, and it makes sense, especially if I'm using different stuff. Text list sort, all I'm doing is taking that array that I pretty much just made, or the list, I should say, from that string for each of those words, and I'm sorting it, and the default is alphanumeric. So, and again, like I was saying earlier, the capital letters take precedence over lowercase. So now I'm going to close that file, and then I'm going to start writing in a new one. So for the text in the text list, so each of those words, so this is going to be the item in that list, I'm going to print the text, and then I'm going to close the file. So it's that. Okay, so my screen recording thing just completely messed up. Not entirely sure why, but we're going to continue anyways. So, all right. I don't know, that kind of threw me off. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and run this, but I just wanted to come over here just so we could see the text that's in here. So let's go ahead and run this. Example.text. All right. So we see the capital V was the first one, then BDF, JL, and so on, and then the last V. And our text is gone from here, so we know we done it right. And that's it for this week. Thank you.